Okay. So
Okay, so let's keep going.
yes.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So I say that can you see my screen now?
I can see your screen.
Okay. So the two major things you need to develop is Chrome. So once you get to your browser tab, type in Chrome download. You'll be led to this place. You will see this download button. Click on it. Your Chrome will download. You install it. The same thing. Get to Google. Type in VS Code download. You see exactly the way I typed this one. VS Code download. You'll be led to this place. You click here. If it is Chrome you want to download, you say Chrome download. This is how you're going to be downloading any of the tools that I will be introducing you to. If I say download Git, just come to your Google, to your browser, Google search, type Git download. If I tell you go download Postman, you just write Postman download. So once you click on it, it brings out this. It's likely the first one. You click on it, then it will lead you to the website. So here you click on download to download your VS Code. So do the same for Chrome. You click here to download Chrome. So once you download, you click on what you've downloaded and it will install. So that is how we got to get to this point. So I said you now create a folder, call that folder anything. So once you open up the VS Code, you can always come in here and click on folder. So once you click here, okay, I want this folder to be on, I don't want it to be inside this other one. So I'll click here to create a new folder. I'm going to call this folder lesson folder. So this lesson is like the name of our website, lesson. So inside it, I'm going to create 3 files. So let me close this so that it doesn't disturb. So I'll click on top of this folder because that's where I want to create the 3 files. So I'll click this first one and I'm going to call it index.html. That is going to be our HTML file. So I click again on top of this lesson. Click here. I'm going to create a file. I'm going to call it style.css. That is going to be our CSS file to make our website look beautiful. So the HTML is for the structure. The CSS is to make that HTML file look beautiful. I'm going to make sure that I close these other ones so that they don't confuse us. Okay. So I have these 2 files, index and style. So I'm going to click here again and create the last one, which is the JavaScript file. I'm going to call it main.js. So those are the 3 files that we need in order for us to start working. And I said once you get to your HTML, you build out your HTML. So every HTML document is going to have the opening HTML tag and the closing HTML tag. So how do you know opening tag? It does not have this forward slash, but the closing start has a forward slash. So these are the 2 tags, the opening tag and the closing tag. Now, inside the HTML, we have 2 major divisions. You have the head division and you have what we call the body division. So those are the 2 major divisions in the HTML. So once you have, just like you have inside your body, you have the head section that is separated from the rest of the body by the neck. That is the 2 things you have, the head section and the body section. Then inside the head section, that's where you have the most important thing, which is known as the title. So you can give your code a title. So I'm going to call this uh, code gig. So that's the title of this website. But inside the body is where you have the rest of the things in the website. So I'm going to be using a paragraph tag, p tag, to say this is my first website. So that is how you create your website. So once I do that, I'm gonna save by pressing on my keyboard Ctrl S. And if you're using MacBook, you do Command X to save. So once I save this, I can right click in the middle here. Then I say open with live server in order for me to serve this very file. So once I do that, it will automatically open. So I'm having here, this is my first website. Then if I go over here, I will see Code Gig, which is the title. So once I go back to my code and I come in here to make sure that that is what I'm working with, I can say BG color and equate it to red. Then I save again. Once I save and I go back to my browser, it's gonna turn to red. So anything I'm doing on this place, it will be coming there. So if I come here and simply use H1, which is a tag for writing bold letters. So H1 is a tag for writing bold letters. So I can say lesson 1. So once I save by doing Ctrl S or Command X on MacBook, I can come here and I'll see this lesson 1, okay? So anything I do here,
So what
I'll
is
be able to, yeah.
what is it?
So I can change this to yellow. You said what?
It's just the code for writing good letters.
What did you say?
Okay, hello?
Yeah, where are you talking to?
Anything? Yes, you said ed one for writing bold letters.
Yeah.
Ed one is for writing bold letters. Or there's a code for writing bold letters.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
You said something about writing bold letters. I didn't get that.
Yeah, so I say head 1 is for writing very bold letters. So you can have head 2 for writing the one that is smaller than this one. So I can say first paragraph. Or I can say lesson 1. So I can say lesson 2. So if I say lesson 2, this lesson 2 will not be as big as this lesson 1 because lesson 1 is in H1. So this one will be smaller a little bit. Can you see that this is smaller than this one? So the smallest, we have head 1 to head 6. The smallest is head 6. So if you use head 6, you can have what we call very small letter. So I save it, I come back here. You can see it's very small, it's even smaller than this one. So you have from head 1 to head 6. So, and you have to make sure that you put opening and closing brackets. So I want you to test out these headers. You share your screen and test them out. Let me see what you have.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and allow you to share.
Okay. Um, you said can't share your screen.
You said?
Eh?
You said what?
You said you said something about error in sharing screen. Let me try it again.
Okay.
You said can't share your screen. Error.
So what are the other things he's saying apart from that?
Can't share your screen. Sorry, an error has occurred when sharing your screen.
Okay, so you simply have to shut down your system, start up again. That's the same system you are using, Abby.
Yes.
Okay, you may need to shut down and start up again. So that might take us time. Can I continue teaching you so that you try out later? Do you think that is okay?
Okay. Just yes, then maybe next class I can show you what I've
Yeah,
done.
next class you can show me. Okay. So I basically wanted to show you the tags. I wanted
Okay.
us to look at the tag. So like I said, you have the H1 tag, H2 tag, H3 tag. So if you want to bring in an image, you can use the image tag. So this is the image tag. You simply say img. Then you
Please
put,
say your
sorry, I'm not sharing my screen. Okay, so let me share my screen. So let me know when you can see my screen.
and say your
Okay, so these are the various tags. And I say tags is anything that you put in this angle bracket like this. It has the opening and the closing. How you differentiate the opening from the closing is there's this forward slash for the closing. So anytime you want to create a tag, you must have the opening tag, the content of that tag, and the closing tag. So this is the content. So anything that you put inside this content will be formatted based on the tag. That is how it works. So like this is the HTML tag opening and closing, telling us that everything inside here is an HTML document. So it contains the HTML elements. So the header is going to contain things like the title. Then the title will contain its content, which is what is going to be displayed in the title place. And the title place, like we have already seen, is on top of this place. This is the title. That's why we are seeing this code gig. If we over here, we see the code gig. Then if I get back here now, every other thing here is in the body. So this BG color yellow is simply telling us that the background color of this body should be yellow. So this H1 is telling us that we should make this lesson 1 to be very bold, big, very big and bold. H2 will be lesser than H1, but it will not be as small as H3. So you can also have H3. So H3 will be a little bit smaller than the H2. So I'm gonna write H3 here. Then I'm gonna say smaller than H2. So I'm gonna save this out and I'm gonna try it out. Hello, babe, what's up? Yeah, sorry, please, I'm having a class. I'll call you back later. Later, okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, patience, are you still there? Sorry,
yes,
I
I'm
had to
here.
I had to just answer a call. Sorry. Okay, so this is the smaller. You can see that H3 is smaller than this one, smaller than this. So depending on the hedge one is the bigger one. So followed by the hedge two and followed by the three. So you can say that this is heading one, whereas this one is heading two, and this one is heading three, whereas this small one is heading six. Okay, so when you check it out, you're gonna see that the heading one is bigger than heading two, than heading three, than six is the smallest. So if you had five and four, you see that they will be in between. So are the
Yeah.
headings clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I can also try to, there's what we call another list. If I'm gonna be having something like, say, the services that I offer. So I use what we call on other list UL. So what are the services that I can be
Okay.
offering?
Wait. It's still on that body.
Yeah, every other thing you'll be putting it under body.
So nothing going to come on that head.
On,
Just body now.
yeah,
Left side.
everything under body, but later on we are gonna put some few things in the head section, the meta and other things. But most of
So
the things we are
UL. UL means what?
UL means unordered list. So I want to write it out so that you see how it will look. So if I say unordered list, I can now come and have in the various list items. So I can have something like orange. I'll come down here, have another list item. So you use this when you want to have a list. So I can have another list item and I will say this one will be mango. And I can come here and have another list item and I'll say this one is cover. So when I come up here, I can use, we've not tried H4. So I can use H4 to put a header and call it types of fruits. So when I save this and I check it out, I'm gonna see types of fruits. Then under types of fruits, I'm gonna see those list items: orange, mango, guava, orange, mango, guava. So this is in this form bulleted points because I used unordered list. So you can add as many things as possible. If you want to add more, you can come in here and add tangerine. So that is how you can bring in lists. So you have tangerine. But you see these types of fruit is simply header 4. That's what I use for it. So if I want it
Yes.
to be smaller, I can say header
So
5. Yeah, continue.
can you use like under this header too now?
Yeah.
Can you put all this list, all this um another list under header two?
No, no, no. It's not proper. You have to put it under the way it is here. It has to be separated.
So now like you have header sorry. So now that you have header one, header two, header three, header four,
Yeah,
and this is under header five.
yeah.
Can you like under header on header three now, for example, put enter and then put all this UL under it?
Yeah, it's very possible. I can copy this the way it is now. Then I come under header 3 and paste it. It will still work. So to differentiate it, I can put here uh, table. I can put chairs. I can put gas cooker. I can put TV. So under this header 3, instead of calling it header 3, now I'm gonna say house things. House things. So once I get back here, you will see now we have house things. You have table, chair, gas cooker, TV, and the rest. Is it making sense?
Okay, it's making sense.
Okay. So there are two types of lists. You can have unordered list and ordered list. I can have this to be ordered. You know, you mean unordered, but O means ordered. So we can either use
So there are
ordered,
two types of lists.
yeah, two types of bullets. So you can once you call it ordered, it will write 1, 2, 3 for you. Or if you say unordered, it will use dots for you.
Wait, hold on, writing. Two types of lists. Ordered UL
Yeah,
and
OL.
OL.
Yeah, OL. UL means unordered list. OL means ordered lists. Okay, so
So
I'm gonna,
UL uses bullet points.
yeah, UL uses
Why
bullet points.
OL?
OL uses numbered bullet points.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to introduce you to another tag. So all these things are tagged. You can see it could be anything. H1 is a tag, H3 is a tag, OL is a tag, LI is a tag, P is a tag. All these are tags. So the more tags you introduce, the more your website gets rich. So I'm going to introduce you to another tag known as IMG, image tag. So how you use this, you have to give it an image source and name of the image. So I'm going to call my image pic1.png. So
How did you write that code of image?
how did I write what?
The code of image source.
Image source. How did I
Yes,
write
I
what?
don't understand that.
Okay, so this is image tag. When you want to bring in an image, IMG simply means image. SRC simply means the source. Source simply means where are you getting the image you want to display. So you want to get it from pic1.png. But this pic1 has to be inside this place. It must be here for you to use it. So I have to find an image and put it inside here. So how can I do that? Let's try to do that. So I'm going to minimize this and I'm going to go to where I can see my image. So if I go to my desktop, I will see an image there. So let's say let me minimize this, minimize this. So I keep this here. So these are images on my desktop. So I can easily pick one of these images. So let's say I pick this one. I drag it into this place. So the image is now here. You can see this screenshot image. So if I right click on this image, I can rename it to pic1 because that's the name I gave it. So it's already in .png. So now inside here, it's now seeing that pic1.png. So the image must be stored inside the same folder. So if it is not in the folder, you have to make sure you put it inside this folder. Move. So it has to be inside the same folder with these files. So that when you go to check now, you will see, you can see the image. This is the image now, it's now here, but it's very big. If you want to reduce the size, you can get back to this place and give it some dimensions. You can say, I want the height of this image to be equal to 200 and I want the width of this image to be equal to 200. So you save. In that way, when you get back to your image, it will make more sense. So it's smaller now. So that is how you can bring in your picture inside this. So I want you to ask me questions about this image. So I want you to practice this.
Mhm.
Can you see what I have now?
Yes.
So I want you to
But
practice.
okay, hold on. Let me just something. But I'm just show me how you got the file inside that picture file inside this
Okay.
folder.
Yeah, what I did was that I opened this to be smaller like this. So I'll go to where I have my image. I'll just click on it. I'll drag it and put it
Okay.
here. Yeah, that's what I did.
So okay. But can you okay? Yeah, let me just try it. I'll tell you when.
And just try it. Then there is not the
I'll
only
start.
way. You can also just take the image, go to the folder where you created the folder and put it there. It will still come out. But make sure you rename the image. Any name you give it here must be the same name that it has. If not, it will not be able to see it. Okay. So I'll copy this code and send it to you. Okay. I'll send it to your WhatsApp. But see what I want you to do. I don't want you to copy it exactly like this into you. I want you to type it out by yourself. Is that clear? But I want you to be seeing it when you're practicing. Okay? Hello? Are you still there? Patience, are you still there? What happened?
So I wanted to click on my Visual Studio Code. I mistakenly ended the call.
That's okay. It's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
let me work on it.
So
Can
you
I work
work
on
on
it?
it, old child, okay? So
Okay,
I don't want
you
to
want to go on?
yeah, I don't want to give you so much. I want you to get hold of this one before we can continue. Okay? So practice this, but I want you to put a very good picture of yourself here, and I want you to put other things other than fruits and other things other than house things. Just try to change the colors, and give me something beautiful. Okay?
Okay, but can you just give me one favor? Are you widening your screen so I can take a picture?
Yeah, I wanted to copy this code and send it to you, but I don't want you to paste it. I want you to type it out by yourself. But I want to copy this and send to you to your WhatsApp. Is that okay with you?
Okay, that is okay with me.
That's okay with you, Ba?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna send it to you now. Okay.
Okay.
So have a
So
good.
you go.
Huh?
I mean, you're going now. Okay.
Yeah, I wanna go. I wanna go so that I'll give you time to do this. Or do you want me to continue?
No, I think let me just digest this one. Is there any other thing you want to add? Is there any other thing apart from image and under list, other list
Yeah,
that
there
you
are
want?
plenty things, plenty tasks remaining, but I don't want to like take all of them at the same time. I want to digest this one, then we'll learn more tasks.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Is that cool with you?
That's good.
Okay, so
I'll
see you when I see you.
forward
Have
to
a
my.
good night rest, and try some practice before you sleep, okay?
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. I'm gonna copy this and paste to your WhatsApp.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, bye bye. See you.
Bye.